let's go to the Sunrisers Hyderabad. So let's go to Tom Moody, who has now the privilege of dissecting and destroying this team with his analysis if he so chooses. So but it's a couple of easy questions though, Tom. Phillips or Klaasen? Klaasen won't be available initially, but who do you think should get the backing as the first choice keeper bat? And will we say Adil Rashid play a big part this season?
Yeah, look, firstly, I was really surprised with the selection of Klaasen purely on the basis that they already had a player like him in Phillips. Klaasen is a very, very fine player, high strike rate, high average, high percentage boundary batsman. So all the ingredients you want. But that's exactly what Phillips is as well. And Phillips has done that internationally and domestically for New Zealand for a number of years now. I think they will, well, their hands being forced because Klaasen's not going to be available for the first game or maybe from the second game. I think they'll give the first opportunity regardless of the availability to Phillips, purely because he was part of the campaign to begin with. So they've identified him as the impact batter that can keep wicket if they need to, they need him to keep wicket and give him the first, I suppose, bite of the cherry. But if it doesn't go right for Phillips, you've obviously got a very, very good replacement in Klaasen who's in red-hot form.
Got a preference?
Yes, I agree with him because he's the incumbent, so they might go with Phillips to begin with. But I saw Klaasen in India recently playing Indian spinners on Indian pitches and it looked pretty good. He knows what's coming out of the hand. Couple of times Kuldeep and Chahal were taken to the cleaners in South Africa was by Klaasen, and there's going to be a lot of spin in the IPL, because it's back in that time when the pitches are dry. So he might be a very good option. As far as Adil Rashid is concerned, has the confidence to bowl well in T20 cricket, but his thing is not so much about skills. He can be a game changer like he becomes for England, but whether he'll be able to handle the pressure that comes with IPL expectations and the stakes and everything. And that's where I've always found from a distance, Adil Rashid seemed to struggle with handling pressure when it gets really tough. So that's the only challenge for him.
I mean, the question all of last season, Tom, was whether SRH had replaced the void left by Rashid Khan. Is Adil Rashid going to be that mainstay now, who is part of that 11 no matter what? Or is it again subject to conditions and impact player and whatnot?
Yeah, I think with the impact player rule, I think SRH have definitely benefited by those changes in the ruling, and their squad looks strong, even stronger on paper because of that, because they can play Rashid when it suits them if they just name the three overseas players. So for me, they're definitely a beneficiary of the rule change working in their favour. And I think Adil Rashid will be a very, very sought after and used player by Sunrisers to complement what Washington Sunder's doing.